What's up, Lifestyles? King the Barber here, and I'm back with another one. Today's video is going to be an unboxing and review of the StyleCraftPro Studio Mini Nano USB-C Mister, which is going to be this bad boy right here. Had this in the shop, and I got a chance to use this, and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion about this new Mini Nano Mister. Starting off with the packaging. Now it's going to come in this kind of a grayish black box. On the very top here you see the SC Pro Studio. Down below is going to be a picture of the actual Mini Nano Mister, and then underneath that it says Mini Nano USB-C Mister written in gold. On the left side of the box we're going to have three descriptions about the new Mister, and we'll start off with the first one. It says cap fits bottle neck size 24 to 120, fine nano mist whispered quiet. On the right side of the box we have three more description about the new Mister, and it says 60 minutes of runtime, USB-C rechargeable, compact design. And then on the back we have a few more description about the new Mister. Starting off with the first one, it's going to read high pressure atomization 0.3 millimeter nozzle providing ultrafine mist for quick absorption and a refresh hair or skin boost. USB-C rechargeable for universal worldwide use. Lithium ion battery. Provides 60 minutes of cordless runtime, cordless and compact. 4-ounce capacity of water or non-viscous liquid, perfect for on-the-go use. Automatic for continuous even spray from start to finish. Multi-purpose, interchangeable with other standard size. 24-120 bottle provides flexibility in usage. Leak proof, easy screw on, heavy duty plastic bottle. Includes Mini Nano Mister and USB-C charging cable. So that's gonna be pretty much all the description it says about this new StyleCraft Studio Nano Mini Mister. Let's head over to my unboxing station and take a look at the new Mister and everything that comes along with it. All right, so let's get into pricing on this SC Studio Nano Mini Mister. It's gonna cost you $32. Now, I ended up getting mine from my local barber supply store, Elegant Barber Zone. Of course, I will leave that link in the description below on where you can pick up one of these if you guys are interested in grabbing one. Now, we're gonna do the pros and the cons. Starting off with the pros first. So the first pro will be that I love the fact that this machine produces a really ultra fine mist. So it's really sensitive and soft on your client's face. The other pro for me will be that it has a USB-C charging, which makes it super convenient for my station and also if I'm traveling. And also with this bottle being really small and compact, it's just really easy for me to kind of take it and go, especially if I'm doing like any house calls. So the way that I like to use this Nano Mister is I actually like to use this to cool down my client's face after a shave. So when I'm doing shaves with my clients, I'll spray them down with some aftershave. Now I just also picked up some of the Tune 45 aftershave, which is going to be this blue one, the red, and the green, which is called the original. And another pro for me with this Mister is that if you screw off the top, it will fit actually on these bottles here, which makes it again very convenient. So if I want to just switch up on the bottles, I just unscrew it and put it on the other bottle here, especially if I want to switch up the scent or if I run out on one of the scents. And it's really quiet. Not that it really matters if it's quiet or not, but it is quiet and it's lightweight. So the Misters can be used in a lot of different ways. Again, I like to use aftershave in it, but you can put a lot of other types of liquids in here as well if you don't want to use aftershave. Now, when I'm using my aftershave, I like to actually dilute my aftershaves, especially like these ones in particular, because they have a very strong cologne scent to them. So what I do is I'll dilute it a little bit with some witch hazel. Also makes these last a little bit longer because you'll go through these really quick. So when you do have clients with really sensitive skin, and sometimes these colognes can be a little bit too strong for their skin and it makes it a little bit more red, and that's why I like to dilute my aftershaves. And my last pro would be that it's super easy to use. You just push the button on the back here and it turns on, and when you're done with it, you just push the button and it turns off. Now let's talk about some of the cons on this new SC Studio Nano Mini Mister. My first con would be that It is 60 minutes of runtime. I wish it was a little bit longer of a runtime. Now, thank goodness that it does have a USB-C charging on this Mister. So it's easy to charge, especially if you're like on the go and you're doing house calls. But if you are a person who likes to travel, 60 minutes can definitely run out pretty quick. So I would say that's a con. It's not a huge con, but I do wish that it had a little bit longer of a run time. Another con for me would be the mist that comes out here. Now, it is an ultra thin mist, which I do like, but I just wish that it sprays a little bit more. I think it's just too light of a mist, if that makes sense. I wish that it was a little bit more powerful. The next will be the pricing of this, $32. I think $32 is just a little pricey for this mister. It is small, compact, it's easy to travel with, but the problem with this thing is that at that price of $32, these things are just way too fragile and they don't last long. So after a while, they kind of start giving out. Now, that's not to say that this one is like that. In my experience with other misters, I've always had that issues. They just never last long. And so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this thing lasts long. If it do, I'll for sure let you guys know. But I just think at $32, it's taking a chance. So to me, I think if this was around, I don't know, $10, maybe $15 at the most, I'll definitely take that chance. And my last comment would be, now I know that it is a Nano Mini Mister, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of features on it. I do wish that it had a different, stronger settings, like it had like maybe 2 speeds on here. I think that would have been really nice. If it had 2 speed settings on this, then maybe it might be worth the $32, because then it'll have a little bit more of a stronger spray to this. So with all that being said, are we going to crown or trash the new StyleCraftPro Studio Nano Mini Mister? And based off pricing, design, and packaging, today guys, we're going to trash this new Nano Mister. So the reason why I'm trashing this new Nano Mister is that at $32, I just don't think that it is worth the performance. Now, it is something that I will use, and hopefully it lasts long enough. And if it does, then maybe we might revisit this video. But for now, I'm definitely just gonna have to trash this today. So that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, you know what to do. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and follow me on my Instagram page at Kingmelifestyles. And until then, I'm gonna see you on the next video.